Okay, now with the rest of the shipments coming in for the 2024, because Christmas is coming up and I need to save for like Christmas shopping and stuff. This is going to be the next update to the collection in the room in general. So this is where I had it all before. This shelf over here, movies. Just all like movies. You see, I got like the Lord of the Rings and stuff. Like, I don't know, it's like one of the most notable things in all of these is the Lord of the Rings stuff. Got some VHSs here. Good old Titan AE. Definitely recommend that. It's pretty cool. These were not originally my movies. I took them because, well, I was told I could have them. So, I have them. Some more notable stuff. Star Wars Force Awakens. Yeah. Alien vs. Predator. Predator. Ignore the cat in the background. And also the Terminator 6 film collection. Hell yeah. And over here I got... Okay, well, let me get to that in a second. Of course, I still have all these cars. Not nearly as many cars as I used to have. So many got left behind at the old house. I am very upset about that. Especially because the, what was it? I think it's the GT500 KR Shelby. That it was one of the original cars. Oh jeez, I don't know how that happened. It was one of the original cars that I had from back when I lived out in Oregon when I was very little. And I'm beyond mad about that thing being missing. I don't know if I left it behind or what, but that's very unfortunate. So, yeah, this is all movies. Over here is all gonna be dedicated to, at least for now, anime, manga, comics. You can see we got that started here, but also just mostly storage at the moment because it's very empty. And eventually, if the Nintendo / Sega stuff, if I get more of that stuff, it's gonna take up some real estate over here. Kitty. It's snowing like crazy outside right now. At least it was a moment ago. It's not snowing quite as much as it was, but it's still snowing. It's been snowing all day. So now, all of the games and stuff, it's all over here. This shelf over here, dedicated completely to PlayStation. You can see up here I got 3 different fat model PS3s, or PS2s I mean. One's a basic black model with that little OEM Magic Gate memory card. I don't know if it's silver or satin silver. It's 39,000. Do with that information as you will. It looks pretty good though. And then of course the Sakura Pink PS2, which looks way better than it has any right to. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And of course some little knickknacks here and there. Moving on down, we got the PSX and the other PSX, which is actually a PS1, because, you know, PS1 was initially called PSX, and so it's confusion between the names of, you know, the actual PSX and the PS1. And of course a fat model PS2, which has a lot of scratches on it, as these things usually did. DualShock 4, off-brand DualShock 3, with some of the worst triggers that I've ever felt, and not actually analog sticks. So yeah, I'm glad to not be using that anymore. And definitely off-brand memory card. moving down is gonna be where I'm gonna start building up the PS1 collection, because unlike a lot of people, I did not spend a lot of time with PS2 as a kid. I actually spent a lot more time with PS1. And the cats are going at it again. And so I have a lot more PS1 stuff in mind, like newcomer here being Resident Evil Director's Cut. Peak voice acting, by the way. If you know, you know. But this is all going to be where like PS1 and some PS2 will go. And down here is still the same games from before. PS3 and PS4. Bit more PS4 than before, but just because I got some back from my sister. Down here is completely empty, and then this is all the same as before. That's all for the PS4. I moved the Naruto poster here now, the Jinchuriki, over here, just to kind of fill in this space. Eventually I want to put some shelves here, but that's not for right now. Starting up here on the Xbox side, this is all a mix of Xbox and Nintendo, but otherwise very vacant. So we still got the 360 Pro with the Falcon motherboard, the Halo 3 edition Xbox 360 with the Zephyr board, and the Xbox One S. And again, some more like random like. And for those of you who are wondering about all these rubber ducks everywhere, me and some friends go bowling sometimes, and they have a rubber duck claw machine there. It's got to be like the least rigged claw machine I think I've ever seen, to the point where like anytime you spend it on that claw machine, you're pretty much guaranteed to get something out of it. So yeah, interesting. Down here you got the Wii, some Japanese, someone's in heat. Yeah, I got the Wii and the Japanese Pokemon cards. Some really nice here. And the newest newcomer, this just showed up like 15 minutes ago. The original Xbox with a translucent green controller, which I think comes from the... I don't know if it's just regular as like translucent green, or if it came from the special edition Halo console. You have to let me know about that. But yeah, looks good. It's in really good condition. And I think I'm pretty sure it's a later model. It's not made in Mexico, it's made in China. So in all likelihood, it might be the one that doesn't have the clock capacitor problem, but I'm not sure yet. Some Skylander things again. Moving on down here, not much different between games. I lost some of the 360 games from my sister, but we're gonna build up on that as well. Bunch of Wii shovelware, sadly. But got some Wii U games. I know these games are a lot better on the Switch, but whatever, I don't have a Switch, and I'm actually liking my Wii U. Got Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart 8. The only thing I will say about Mario Kart 8 being better on the Switch is the whole like having two items thing. Very much like that. These are empty. Well, here's Splatoon. I don't have the case for it. It was inside the Wii U when I got it. And there's a beer sign down there that doesn't work. Moving on over here, this is where the handhelds are going to be. / currently are. Got the Wii U gamepad on a charging dock. Very nice. My PSP 1000. And the 3DS XL, which is the blue. And then down here is where all the games are going to be. I just have them pushed up front so you can actually see them. We got Dissidia and Crisis Core. Could you tell I'm kind of big on Final Fantasy? Collecting for Final Fantasy is a little pricey, though. Surprisingly. Maybe I'm just not looking in the right places. I don't know. But, and then also, the first 3DS game has entered the chat, Super Mario Maker, because I couldn't think of anything else at the moment. But then after I got it, after I closed my order for all the stuff in that lot, then I remembered some games I wanted to get. Because, of course. And nothing really to see down here. Just a bunch of junk that needs put back in there. And, of course, the Pachita slippers, because why not? And, of course, this is all pretty much the same, except it's more cluttered because I had to throw my computer in there. The computer was behind the TV, but I didn't like the whole, because the TV was kind of sticking out, past here, and I didn't like that. So, I ended up doing that. I will be getting the Xbox One Kinect. I want to just have both the Kinects, you know? Not necessarily that I'll actually use it, because really, who gives a shit? But, yeah. So that's it for now. I think it's coming along really nice. In due time, I do want to get some other Nintendo stuff, specifically a Super Famicom, because I actually really like the design of the Super Famicom. On top of that, I would like to get a GameCube, but you gotta be making a ton of money to collect for GameCube. Believe it or not, I would actually like a Dreamcast. And a Saturn. Maybe not a Genesis, though. I know people are like, what, dude? I would do like the opposite. Yeah, I know. I'm just a different little goober, aren't I? Yep. Interesting stuff.